Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Travel News Weekly by Turnpikes.com. I'm Danny Pryor reporting. This Friday is the deadline given by a federal judge in New York for both sides of the Manhattan congestion tolling argument to provide additional filings to support their arguments for and against the now year-old congestion tolling program. Federal Judge Louis Lyman was described by the New York Times as appearing skeptical of the Trump administration's argument to block the program, previously approved by the Biden administration's Transportation Department. In a 3-hour hearing last Wednesday, Lyman directly asked lawyers for the administration to rationalize canceling a program that had already been thoroughly vetted and approved, even asking if that meant the U.S. government could enter a contract and then change its mind and cancel it. Of course, Judge Lyman previously issued an injunction against the Trump administration's attempt to rescind approval or withhold transportation funds from New York. We'll continue to follow this story closely with an update next week. A quick reminder that 1 week from today is the first of a series of 3 public hearings next week by the Maryland Transportation Authority regarding a replacement for the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. The first hearing on Monday the 9th will be virtual, with 2 additional in-person events Tuesday and Wednesday. Scan or save the QR code on your screen for a link to the MDTA's Chesapeake Bay Crossing website. Much of the eastern portion of the U.S. has been in a deep freeze, which has been making driving conditions treacherous, to say the least. But perhaps nothing underscores how freakish some of the conditions have been than a bizarre crash in Oklahoma. Local media reported about a driver who was injured on the Turnpike Friday outside of Tulsa after a sheet of accumulated ice slipped off the roof of a passing tractor-trailer and into the windshield of his pickup. The driver suffered some minor injuries, including getting glass into his eyes. No citations were issued related to the incident. And to the north into Kansas, the Emporia Gazette published a survey by RVWindshieldReplacement.com, which recently named a segment of the Kansas Turnpike between Wichita and Emporia as the state's most avoided road during winter. The report states the survey was conducted among over 3,000 drivers who rated the winter driving conditions for all Kansas roads, calling the KS Turnpike segment treacherous, particularly when icy conditions are accompanied by high winds, exactly the kind of conditions that have been present across the area. In case you missed it, a preliminary hearing is now set for next week in Pennsylvania for a New Jersey man after he was arrested during a traffic stop on the Pennsylvania Turnpike just east of Pittsburgh very early Thursday morning. During that stop, authorities say they found and seized about 40,000 baggies of fentanyl worth a street value of about $80,000. Authorities say the driver had been acting nervously during the stop, but still consented to the search. That man is 34-year-old Gerard Peralta. He'll appear in the Westmoreland County District Court in Greensburg on February 11th. This is the third significant drug trafficking bust in Westmoreland County, just east of Pittsburgh, in the past 12 months. The other 2 involved cocaine. That is where we're going to leave it for you this week, although we will have some key follow-ups for you next week. Until then, please remember to drive safely and avoid distracted driving. I'm Danny Pryor reporting for Turnpikes.com, the Turnpike Authority.